Hi, my 4B friends. Happy Typing Tuesday or Typing Thursday. Instead of always practicing your handwriting, or instead of always just typing a letter to me in the chat to tell me what you're thinking, I want you to eventually be able to type words to me, emails to me, or even type your own story on the computer. In order to become a computer wizard like that, you need to start at step 1. Learning how to type on a keyboard, finding the letters, and how to rest your fingers. We don't want you to do little chicken pokes. Eventually, we want your fingers to lay out on the keyboard and you can type like this, kind of like how an adult types. On our classroom page in the stream, there are a couple of typing and mouse games that you can play to become better at the computer. Of course, I will put them in that day's links for you, or you can link yourself by looking through the Google Slides or whatever I have you looking on. But if you always just want to practice your typing, I'll show you where to look for that too. Let's go look at the different typing games we have. Okay, my friends, here we are in Google Classroom. Now, you might have on your assignment for the day a link to our typing game. Or if I have them all in your Google Slides, it'll just click on that picture and take you to the game where you can play it in another tab or another window on your computer, which just means the screen changes to that. But instead of only clicking here, if you ever want to go look for it on your own, or maybe on a weekend or a holiday or a day we don't have school, you want to practice your typing, you can go to our Google Classroom. Instead of going to classwork like you've been doing to find your homework for the day, you're going to the stream. The stream is where I organized all of our favorite websites, and you'll be using them to get real quick to what you need to do. So there's videos on Nearpod, Pebble Go, Epic, all of our math manipulatives you'll be learning about, ABC, and boom, here at the bottom, we have our typing games. Now there's dance mat typing, mouse skills, and typing lessons called Jump. Let me show you these games. If I click on dance mat typing, it'll bring me to the level 1 of the game. I want you to practice level 1 called home row. You should always practice home row because that's the most important part. And it won't be for a couple months till I think you'll be ready for level 2 and level 3. And that's because it gets harder with every level. When you click on this, you're going to be asked to put your fingers on the keys, and this little goat guy will talk to you. Let's look at it. Ooh, press the space bar or the enter bar to continue. Now that is the big button here. Let me show you. The space bar is this big button right here. While the enter bar is right up here and it says E-N-T-E-R, enter. Those are the 2 buttons that you would press in order to start the game. Let's press the big space bar. Space. Loading, loading, loading. Every day it's loading.
Hi there, rock and rollers.
There he
We're
is.
going to have us a blast.
He's silly.
Got those tapping feet on the ground? Then we're ready to rock and roll.
Follow Gary's instructions to learn the moves you'll need for typing. Look at the records on the bottom bar to see how far through you are.
Yes, see these records? They're kind of like levels.
Find me 2 keys, F and J, each with a bump.
So you put your fingers on them just like that.
Finger on the F, type an F.
And so he'll tell you where to put your fingers so you can see how he's putting his fingers, and then you'll type what he asks you to type. F.
Right pointing finger on the J, type a J.
J.
Now rest your other fingers next door on the home row keys. Left hand fingers on F, D, S, and A. Right hand fingers on J, K, L, and the semicolon.
Yeah, that semicolon's fancy.
Now try typing these letters in a row.
Well, my friends, I won't spoil it for you, but you're going to get to practice those letters. That's in the dance mat typing, because eventually there's music and other games like that. There will also be games for your typing skills and your mouth skills. So for your mouse skills, if it asks you for this Adobe Flash Player, it looks like a little puzzle, click on it. It'll ask you to allow or block it. Always click allow. That lets you play the game. Now that we got the game up, you can see that you have to click down on your mouse and you get to drag the hand to the fruit, whoa, and put it in your basket. And you have to get all the way to 10. It can be pretty hard. You'll have to practice it a couple times. You don't want to fall off or anything, because if you fall, his hands will dangle. So there's other games, if you look at these pictures, where you can practice your mouse skills too. This will help you with clicking and dragging your mouse, whereas the other games will help with typing. Let's look at the other typing game. This is called Keyboard Jump. I like to turn my music off if I have headphones on, which you can do right up here. Always make sure you press easy and home row. Easy and home row. Otherwise, it'll have you doing really hard stuff. And then when you press play, you have to type the letters it asks you to jump. See how I jumped there? And the quicker you type, the quicker he jumps. This can get really addicting. This is called Jump. So that means you have 3 games in our classroom that you can play. Dance mat typing, the mouse dragging games, and the jump game where you're typing. On your Typing Tuesday or Typing Thursday, I would love it if you would play one of these games, all 3 of these games, but just take some time, maybe doing Epic or off of Epic, and practicing your typing skills so that you can get better on the computer and therefore get better at learning. Well, my friends, enjoy these typing games. Have fun.